Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur IFC, Irwin's French Class. Today, we complement our previous video on the adjectives and the link is above. We are going to talk about the irregular adjectives in French, les adjectifs irréguliers. In this video, we are going to review most irregular forms of adjectives with a focus on personal description, whether physical or moral. We're going to learn some vocab and use them in context. And as always, at the end of the video, we will do together some fun activities to revise and practice. C'est parti! Some adjectives are called irregular because they don't follow a common pattern like those we covered in our previous video. We established that an I and E is added to the masculine form to make it feminine, and an S is added to both forms to make them plural. Like for example, petit, petite, you add S to these two to make them plural, okay? Grand, grande works the same way. We also said that if the adjective already finishes with an E in the masculine form, then we shouldn't add an extra E for feminine. For example, calme, calme, honnête, honnête. Therefore, the masculine and the feminine forms are the same. Conversely, many adjectives are irregular because they have their own patterns. Let's review them and cover some vocab on the same occasion. First, the adjectives in E, pronounced like the letter, okay, like sérieux. Let's repeat that, sérieux. These follow that pattern. The particularity of these adjectives is that singular forms are pronounced the same way as their corresponding plural forms. For example, Samuel est sérieux. Let's repeat that. Samuel est sérieux. If you pluralize that, les étudiants sont sérieux. Okay, that would be the same pronunciation. Féminin, Emma est sérieuse. Les étudiantes sont sérieuses. So simply add the Z sound to make it feminine. Let's repeat. Sérieux, sérieuse. Alright, very good. These adjectives follow that pattern. You have the translation in brackets. Let's cover them together. Let's repeat. Ambitieux, ambitieuse. Amoureux, amoureuse. Chaleureux, chaleureuse. Consciencieux, consciencieuse. Curieux, curieuse. Ennuyeux, what would be the feminine? Ennuyeuse, that's right. If I give you the feminine now, généreuse, généreux, very good. Heureux, heureuse. Joyeux, joyeuse. Malheureux, malheureuse. Paresseux, paresseuse. Second, adjectives in al. Masculine singular, feminine plural are all pronounced the same, okay, for those. The tricky part is the switch between masculine singular to masculine plural. So from al, you go to o. It's spelled A-U-X, but it's pronounced as just like the letter O. For example, let's repeat this together. Eric est génial. Anna est géniale. So switch from masculine to feminine by adding a E, right? Mes amis sont géniales. You see amis with an E, so it's feminine, right? Feminine plural, génial, ES at the end, yeah? Be careful, mes amis now. Mes amis without an E, so it's gotta be masculine. Mes amis sont géniaux, A-U-X at the end. Yes? So here is the list of these kind of adjectives. Okay, let's cover them together. I'm going to give you the two possible pronunciation. On one hand, masculine singular, feminine plural. On the other hand, masculine plural. All right, let's do it. Amical, amicaux. Loyal, loyaux. Libéral, libéraux. Partial, partiaux, very good. And the opposite, impartial, impartiaux. Third, adjectives in teur. They have the feminine in tris. For example, let's cover them together. Let's repeat. Paul est protecteur. Aline est protectrice. And you need to add S for plural, all right? Ils sont protecteurs. Elles sont protectrices. So other examples of this kind, they are here. Conservateur, féminine. Conservatrice. Consolateur, féminine. Consolatrice. Very good. So there are not so many examples of this category. Okay, the adjectives we are going to review now are regular when you turn them into their plural forms. Simply add an S that you must not pronounce to the singular forms. The tricky bit for those is the switch from the masculine to the feminine. The idea remains the same, adding an E, but the outcome can be to double the final consonant and may affect the pronunciation. Let's cover this together. The first of this kind is the adjectives in L. So they become L, but adding the E for feminine to that masculine form makes you doubling the L at the end, right? So the feminine ending is E, deux L, E. Par exemple, let's repeat this together. Marc est ponctuel. Zoé est ponctuelle. So you see, pronunciation the same, but in writing it's very different, okay? And when you pluralize those, the pronunciation won't change, okay? So, ils sont ponctuels, elles sont ponctuelles. Same pronunciation. So simply add an S for plural, okay? Other kinds of example for these, let's repeat them together. Intellectuel, spirituel, manuel, formel. Second kind, adjectives in on. Remember, nasal vowel, adjectives in on. So it becomes on in feminine form. All right, let's cover them together. Vincent est mignon, Céline est mignonne. Simply add S to those to make them plural, all right? And they will be pronounced as their corresponding singular form. Vincent est mignon, ils sont mignons. Masculine singular, masculine plural. Céline est mignonne, elles sont mignonnes. Other examples of these, okay, let's repeat them together. Bougon, ronchon, glouton, polisson. I just love these. Adjective in if become Yves. For example, Max est actif, Nina est active. Once again, just simply add S's to these to make them plural. Same pronunciation as their masculine forms, alright? So, ils sont actifs, elles sont actives. More examples of these over here. Imaginatif, imaginative. Impulsif, féminine, impulsive, that's right. Intuitif, féminine, intuitive. Naïf, naïve. Sportif, sportive, that's right. Next, adjectives in heure become euse. Alright, let's cover the examples together. Paul est travailleur, Delphine est travailleuse. Once again, simply add S's to these. Ils sont travailleurs, elles sont travailleuses. Other examples. Rieur, féminine, rieuse. Very good. Blagueur, blagueuse. That's right. Alright, now let's do an activity to revise and practice. I'm going to give you some sentences, and all you need to do is to transform them toward a specific gender and number that will be given in brackets. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to guide you with these. Il est curieux. In brackets it's L, so you need to turn it from masculine singular to feminine singular. Okay? Il est curieux. Elle est, what was the feminine of curieux? Curieuse, that's right. Okay, let's do the next one. Elle est spirituelle. And you need to turn it into masculine singular. Il. Il est spirituel. That's right. Same pronunciation, but watch out the spelling. All right, from E2LE, you turn into EL. Okay? Next, il est génial. Be careful. Il with an S, so masculine plural. That's your adjective. Il est génial. Ils sont. You need to change the form of the verb to, right? Ils sont géniaux. Yes, al becomes O, alright, in masculine plural. Alright, next. Elle est naïve. Il est naïf. Alright, and don't forget the 2 dots on the I. Okay, so I, tréma, it's called like that. Il est généreux, féminin. Elle est généreuse, correct. Ils sont travailleurs. Be careful, elle with an S, plural, féminin. Elles sont travailleuses, that's right. Elles sont sportives. I want you to turn that into masculine singular. Ils sont sportifs becomes sportif. That's right, sportif. FS at the end. Ok les amis, c'est tout pour cette vidéo. Please write in the comments one adjective of which you can give the 4 different forms. Don't forget to watch the first video on the regular adjectives. It's the number 16 of this series. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. À la prochaine. À plus. Ciao.